All right, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. And today we are going to be filling in the blanks. I have come across this video game chart that I've seen everywhere on social media, and I've saved the image, and I knew that I would make a video on this. So let me just show you the chart. So there it is. It's about you video games. So if you can see, there's all types of different questions. You just have to fill in the blanks. It's that easy. Um, Most people that I've seen doing this have put like the same game, and I understand why, the same game in multiple categories. And I think that's fine. Obviously, it's your list. You can do what you want. But for me, I'm going to try and limit myself because I don't want to have like the whole list just full of like the same game because there is possibility that could happen, honestly. So what I've decided to do, I've decided to limit myself so I can only put the same game in two categories just to kind of limit myself. I think if I was just to put it in one category, I think we this video could go on for hours and I probably wouldn't get that far in it. So yeah, that's that said. So as you can see, you can probably read through all the categories. We'll be starting from the top left, which is your favorite game of all time. It's an easy choice for me. I've spoke about this game so much on the stream, and it is my favorite game for a very long time. Do I think it will be topped? Probably not. And that is the original Resident Evil 4. I have so much nostalgia towards this game. I love everything about it. I love the remake, by the way. I know that people think that I don't like the remake because I prefer the original. Honestly, I love the remake as well, but I think it's just because of nostalgia and just the feeling of the original Resident Evil 4. Like, it's just such a good game. I won't talk too much about it because I have so much to say about Resident Evil 4 that I'm actually probably most likely going to make a video, like a really long formatted video, just talking about Resident Evil 4 and just glazing it for like over an hour because it is my favorite game of all time. It has been for a very long time. I'm like 99.9% sure it's never going to be topped. So do with that information what you will. Moving on. So favorite series. Favorite series, I'm kind of cheating a little bit, admittedly, but it is true. I love a lot of game series, of course, but the Resident Evil series is actually my favorite series of all time. I've been playing them since I was a child when I probably shouldn't have. When I was on the PlayStation 1 playing with Resident Evil 2 Leon disc that I still probably have somewhere here in my flat. And I have a lot of memories of just all the other games. Co-op Resident Evil 5, co-op Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil 7 and 8, in VR and stuff. Like, I can go on. I have so much nostalgia towards the Resident Evil series and a deep love, so much deep love that I actually got a tattoo of Resident Evil. I actually got the tattoo of Nemesis on my leg that I can't be asked to show actually. So maybe I'll show that in another video. But yeah, I love everything about Resident Evil. Some of the films are a little bit naff, but overall, my favorite series is just Resident Evil. I enjoy them very much so. So enough said about that. Another potential could have been like Devil May Cry, but again, that's Capcom as well. What else could have been in there? Bioshock. I like Bioshock, Mass Effect, Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead. Oh man, God of War. There's a lot. Call of Duty and Halo. Like there's a lot of. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of series I want to talk about, but Resident Evil is just my favorite. So moving on. Best soundtrack. Now, this is subject. I mean, this whole thing is subjective, but the best soundtrack. I still do. I actually do listen to video game music when I'm driving and stuff, like the soundtrack of Devil May Cry 5, Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal has some hard tunes. Legend of Zelda music. I mean, yeah, there's a lot. But if there's one game I have to pick, I'm gonna pick Persona 5 just because I where do I even begin? Like the song, I mean, Persona 4, Persona 3, there's a lot of good songs in this series, but Persona 5, just because there's so many great songs, Last Surprise being the best, and that is like the song that plays every single time you start a battle. And for me, it never got boring. And when I'm on holiday, I can listen to any Persona song, and yeah, I just absolutely love the music in it, especially Last Surprise. It is an absolute banger. Moving on to favorite protagonist. I could say Leon Kennedy, but looking at some of the other categories, I think I'm going to save Resident Evil 4. I could go for the Doom guy. I could go for Master Chief. There's so many choices. Sly Cooper comes to mind for some reason. I like Sly Cooper. Nathan Drake, Joel, Ellie. I'm going to say a little bit of a cheat code, but I am going to say Batman. Can't go wrong. I know he's a comic book character, but the Arkham series could have gone in my favorite series category quite easily. Actually, now that I think about it, probably would have been a close second. Yes, I mean I watched the animated series when I was a kid. You can see the red hood I have there. I've got a Batman tattoo that goes quite hard. Man, Batman, especially from Batman Arkham City. And in fact, you know what? I'm going to also say, um, yeah, I still think Resident Evil was probably my favorite series, but protagonist Batman because it's Batman. Like enough said. And in term, you know what? I'm actually going to say favorite villain. I'm going to duplicate that. I'll just put Batman Arkham City there. Favorite villains: the Joker, Mark Hamill, Kevin Conroy, Batman Joker. Iconic. The voice acting is amazing. The story is amazing. Would I say it's the best story? I love the story. Oh, you know what? No, because I've limited myself twice. I've just seen like two other categories Batman Arkham City could go for, but no, I'll leave it for now. I think Batman and Joker, two of the best villains and hero and villains of all time, especially in that game. They are just so amazing and so convincing as well. Yeah, I'm happy to leave them in there, but I could definitely put Batman Arkham City in best story, as well as like favorite ending, favorite boss fight, ton of hours played. Yeah, games I can always come back to, definitely. Yeah, but again, this is why I'm limiting myself because I didn't want to put one game to cover so much boxes. But let's move on to best story. I mean, there's a lot of stories that are just amazing in games. God of War comes to mind, like the new ones, the old ones. Ragnarok I thought was pretty good. Red Dead Redemption 2 was pretty solid. Arthur Morgan he's a great protagonist. I remember people did not like the idea of not being able to play as John Marston in Red Dead 2 and getting revealed of Arthur Morgan. How wrong those people were because Arthur Morgan's an absolute what a character. What a character, you know. Um, yeah, I'm pretty happy to say Red Dead 2. Haven't played it in a while, you know. I could definitely play Red Dead 2. I finished it like 4 times now, and the story each time is really good. Yeah, I'm gonna say Red Dead 2. I mean, I could also say like Mass Effect. Halo 3 was pretty good. I don't know. Halo 3 is an amazing game. I love Halo 3, but the story, the actual story, even Last of Us as well. But Red Dead 2, I'm quite happy to leave that in best story. Yeah, even like the setting and the vibe. Yeah, man. Red Dead 2 is fucking awesome. Okay, have not played but want to play. My backlog terrifies me. Um, Off the top of my head, Blasphemous comes to mind. Out of all the games, for some reason, I really like the look of Blasphemous. What else? Halo Wars 2. I love Halo, and I haven't played Halo Wars 2, and I've heard it's really good. And yeah, that's a shout. But um, LA Noire. I've never played LA Noire, and I've always wanted to. It's Rockstar. I know it's like a little bit different. I like the whole thing. Like you can decide whether people are lying to you or not. What else games? I'm playing through the Legend of Zelda series. So I was going to say Ocarina of Time, but I'm literally playing through it now on stream. Um, hmm. What games have I not played that everyone goes on about? LA Noire comes to mind, really. There's probably some huge games that I'm really missing because obviously you can't play every game. Chrono Trigger, that's a big game. Dragon Quest, I've never played any Dragon Quest game. But you know what? I'm going to say Chrono Trigger because I've heard very good things about it. And I know that Akira Toriyama, obviously, I'm literally wearing a Dragon Ball t shirt. So, yeah, Chrono Trigger is getting in there. I mean, the art style and everything looks great. It's a JRPG. It's obviously a little bit of an older game, but yeah, Chrono Trigger is a game that I've debated starting on stream a few times. But yeah, I want to be ready for that game because I've heard so many good things. That's a lot of people's favorite game of all time. So I want to give it the respect it deserves. So yeah, I'm gonna say Chrono Trigger definitely. Next up, you love but everyone hates, and you hate everyone loves. I don't. Do I hate any games? I mean, I only pretty much play games that I know I'm gonna have some sort of interest in. I've never played a game. Ah, no. I was going to say I absolutely hated Devil May Cry 2, but then everyone else hates Devil May Cry 2, so I can't really put it there. But that was a terrible game. But you love Everybody Hates. The only game that really comes to mind is Halo 4. I loved Halo 4. I know it was not as good as Bungie games, and it's by no means my favorite Halo game, but I actually really liked the story. I kind of liked Master Chief's armor. It's definitely not as good as the classic, but I actually kind of like it. I love the multiplayer. I thought the multiplayer was really fun. Um, yeah, I'm going to say Halo 4. I'm quite happy to leave Halo 4 there. I know a lot of people didn't like it. It definitely has its problems, but in my opinion, a lot of it is like, I don't know. I think it's a little bit underappreciated, to be honest. It's better than the stuff that 343 are doing with Halo now, for sure. And now a game that I hate that everyone loves. I really don't hate any games. Uh, I mean, a game that I am actually playing off stream just for myself because I bought it because I've heard so many good things about it and I'm just really not, I wouldn't say I'm not enjoying it, but I'm just not seeing the hype. And that is, do I put it in there though? I don't know. Dishonored. The first Dishonored. I've never played any of the series. I am playing through the first one now, and a lot of people love it. I can see why. I think it's a good game. I don't hate it though. I think I'm just gonna have to put Dishonored because it's the only game that I can think of right now that kind of comes close to hating, but I don't hate it. I don't even dislike it, but I just don't. I get why people like it, but it's definitely, yeah, it's a little bit overrated in my opinion. I think again, I know maybe hot take, I know, but that's just because I'm going to put Dishonored just because I don't hate the game by any means. I get why people like it, but I think it's a little bit overrated. I think, but again, I like it. It's okay. I don't think I think that's the hardest category in all of this, to be honest. Yeah, I would say so. Looking at it, because I don't hate any games. Best art style. I mean, I'm looking at Persona 5 straight away, to be honest. I just love the aesthetic of it and like the jazz and the vibe. Yeah, Doom. I like Doom Eternal's art style. Like, I don't know. Even Batman Arkham, like with him coughing up the blood, the green blood, that's kind of goes hard. Um, mm, yeah, I'm gonna stick with Persona 5 for best art style. Favorite ending? No spoilers, by the way. I won't say any spoilers for anyone, just in case I spoil a game that someone actually is playing. I would hate to do that. Favorite ending? Um, oh, Mass Effect 3 said no one ever because that ending was freaking awful. Um, Favorite ending? Devil May Cry 5 comes to mind, but I wouldn't put it as my favorite ending. Last of Us, maybe. I feel like Last of Us is a bit basic, you know. Ooh, actually, you know what? Bioshock. Bioshock has a pretty. The first one has a really good ending. I love that. That's a good series as well. I wouldn't put it as my favorite series, but I do like them. I've played all of them. Yeah. Uh. Yeah. Favorite ending Bioshock one. That I can remember that quite a lot. I won't spoil it, but there's some good twists and yeah. It depends what you do in the game, but there's an ending in there that I really like. So I'll put that as my favorite ending. I would put Batman Arkham City though. Like if I wasn't limiting myself, it would be even Red Dead 2 as well, you know. Bioshock makes me it feels right, so I'm gonna put Bioshock. Favorite boss fight. Hmm. I mean a lot of the Resident Evil bosses, but then I've already put Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4, I mean. Um I'm thinking of Devil May Cry 5 again, to be honest. Like when you're fighting Virgil, that's a really fun boss fight. Even like bit of a weird one, but Star Wars: The Force Unleashed fighting Darth Vader, that was a pretty fun boss fight. I really enjoyed that in both the games as well. I thought they were pretty good. Devil May Cry 5 is the one that's really screaming out to me. Uh, Trying to think about the boss fights, you know. I mean, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, Sekiro. Oh, what's his name? The horse from Bloodborne, and he has like a massive blue sword. I can't remember. Oh man, Bloodborne could go in best art style as well, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Favorite, you know what? It's screaming out to me, Devil May Cry 5, just because I can't stop thinking about that. When I think of favorite boss fight, that was the first thing I really thought of. So DMC 5, yeah, I love Devil May Cry. Yeah. Childhood game. I mean, the first game I thought of, there's a few actually, but the first one I thought of was House of the Dead 2. We used to go to an arcade and we used to always put like pounds in there and just constantly play through the game. Voice acting's absolutely awful. The aesthetic, the vibe of it though is unmatched. I could quite happily play how I would love if I had the money, I would have an arcade machine right where that treadmill is of House of the Dead 2 for sure. What was the other games? The Hulk, like for the movie of the game of the movie, I Ninja, Soul Reaver, even though that was a really difficult game as a kid. But I feel like House of the Dead 2 is like a game that really I would get a tattoo of House of the Dead 2, quite honestly. I loved that game as a kid. My dad even had like a Dreamcast and we used to play it on that as well. So yeah, I would say that and Crazy Taxi as well. Yeah, there's and Simpsons Hit and Run, which was like a pretty much an exact replica of Crazy Taxi, just with a Simpsons skin. But Crazy Taxi, in my opinion, was better. But House of Dead 2 was really good. Relaxing game. Blackjack. Oh, relaxing game. I want to say something like Minecraft, but I have not played Minecraft in like over 12 years. So I can't really say that because I haven't played it in so long. So I don't play like I don't play like farming sims. So like Animal Crossing and Harvest Moon stuff really doesn't really match me. Relaxing game. The only game mode is COD Zombies. I love COD Zombies. I still play Call of Duty Zombies. If I had to pick one, it's probably Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Uh, I don't play the online. I only play zombies, and I'll even play like custom maps and stuff. Because Black Ops 3, they re-released like the best maps from like, or the majority of the maps anyway, from like COD 5, Black Ops 1. I think some of the maps from Black Ops 2. I haven't played it in like a month or two, but I play a lot of customs maps on it, admittedly. Yeah, a relaxing game. I just try and like if I had like a long day at work and I'm not filming, I'm not doing anything, I have no plans. I could quite easily just chill and play COD Zombies just on the PC, even playing it on a controller. Yeah, that seems quite fair to me. So I'll put COD Zombies from Black Ops 3. I'm not saying that's the best zombies. That's just the one I've put the most hours into. I don't know. I'm pretty much only play those maps if I'm honest. So Black Ops 3, I'm quite happy to put there. Stressful game. Stressful game. I mean, I'm thinking of Souls games, but I don't really get not anymore anyway. I don't really get too stressed out about them. I'd say Cuphead. Cuphead can be pretty stressful just because of like when I've been struggling on a boss, so I stopped playing that game a long time ago, and I've always wanted to go back to it. So maybe I could do that on stream one time, but Cuphead is a game that has stressed me out because I get so close to beating like this boss. It's like the clown. I think I beat him. It's like a dragon as well that I struggled with. I'm in that ballpark, but I haven't played the game in so long. But the idea of actually having to go back and play the game and try and get past those bosses does stress me out. So I guess Cuphead will do. So Cuphead it is. I'm sure there's a few others I could think of, but yeah, Cuphead seems quite fitting. Games you always come back to. Well, Resident Evil 4 I play once a year, like remake or the original. So I guess Resident Evil 4 is like pretty easy to just go off of. I play Halo a lot. Yeah, but then when I say Halo, I play the Master Chief Collection. I will just play through the campaigns, or I will just play online. Um, yeah, I'm gonna say Resident Evil 4 just because it is a ritual between me and my friend. We play Resident Evil 4 once a year, and we've been doing that for the past 13 years. So yeah, now I say it out loud, Resident Evil 4. Guilty pleasure. I mean Black Ops 3 is kind of my guilty pleasure. I just love COD Zombies, the simplicity of it. I don't like what they've been doing it with the modern CODs. I don't play in the modern Call of Duties now. They suck. So, um, guilty pleasure. I guess Black Ops 3, but is that really? I don't know what guilty pleasure is. I don't know what games would be that way. Like, um, games that what are like bad that you know they're bad, but you just enjoy them. Because then that would have gone in you love but everyone hates. So Halo 4 would make sense, but I wouldn't say it's a guilty pleasure. I just enjoy the game. I don't really care. Let me have a look and see what people's guilty pleasure games are. I mean, Sims, Five Nights at Freddy's, Tomb Raider, Skyrim. I haven't played Skyrim in a long time. Brutal Legend. There's nothing really screaming to me here. Mario Kart. I wouldn't even say that's a guilty pleasure game. Farming Sim. That's a shout. Sonic and the Black Knight. Nah, I played that a little bit on the Wii, but I guess you know what? No, do I say it? No, I guess the only guilty pleasure I could really say is Resident Evil 6. That is literally the only one I could really go for. Um, I know the game isn't great. It's really fun co-op though, and the mercenary mode on that I liked, but the gameplay of where you're just diving around, just shooting like dual pistols and just all kinds of ridiculous stuff going on. Yeah, you know what? If there's any game that's going to be my guilty pleasure, it's going to be Resident Evil 6. How many Resident Evil games is that? So we got RE4 twice, Resident Evil series. Yeah, I think that counts. So guilty pleasure is Resident Evil 6. I'm happy to leave it there. Ton of hours played. Um, hmm. League of Legends. I have not played in about a year, and that is for my own sanity. So I guess League of Legends. I played a lot of Dota 2 back in the day. Um, I've played a lot of Counter Strike back in the day, but I'm not good at it at all. I'm not really good at any FPSs anymore, and I never really was. Ton of hours played. I'm gonna put maybe like FIFA, but I don't play FIFA anymore because of again my sanity. I'd say I would rather play League of Legends over FIFA any day of the week. You know what? Yeah, I've got the perfect choice, and that is the Master Chief Collection because I have played each and every Halo in this collection hours upon hours, multiple playthroughs on different difficulties, all the game modes, the online. I've achievement hunted throughout these games throughout the years, and that is a big. That's like a lot of games. So yeah, I mean, my favorite Halo. Oh, my favorite Halo is probably Halo 3, but I loved Reach. I loved Halo 2. Loved Halo 1. I mean, there's not a. I would say up to like Halo 4. When past Halo 4, it really fell off. Halo Wars 2 is apparently pretty good. I don't know if that was after Halo 5 or not. I don't remember. But yeah, ton of hours played. I've put easily over 1,000, probably over that in Halo series throughout my life. Yeah. I mean, I would quite easily say, especially Halo 3, I've put like, I don't even know. I don't even want to know, to be honest. So, I mean, on the PC, on my Steam account, which isn't even my main way of playing Halo. Where is it? How many hours? 104 hours played. Actually, that's not as much as I actually thought, and I played it last year. So that's on the Xbox. I don't know. I put a lot of hours into that. So I would quite easily say I've definitely put over like 2 or 3,000 hours into Halo throughout my life, and I have no regrets about it. I have some good memories. But let me look over this list, this chart. So favorite game of all time is not changing. Favorite series, yes. I'm quite happy. The only one that I don't feel good about is you hate but everyone loves. Just because I don't hate Dishonored, but I don't really play games that like if I could maybe put Mario Kart in there on the Nintendo Switch, not the latest one, but like I don't know what one it was, but the one that came out on the Switch. I don't even hate it. It wasn't as good as the Nintendo Wii version for me personally. But again, I still like that game. So Dishonored, it's not a game I hate. I can't stress that enough. But am I happy with the list? I mean, I'm as happy as about as it can get. So that is my list. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your list in the comment section below. Try and set yourself a like a little challenge where you can only limit it to like 2 games. Because if I had no limit, I'm pretty sure Resident Evil 4, Persona, and Batman would be a lot more on this list, and they're only in there twice in each box. So yeah. But regardless, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Again, this is all subjective, so just because you don't see a game in the place that you think, that's fine. It's my opinion. You can have yours. But yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.